Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Danny G. I'm coming to you with one of the craziest, unpredictable decks that came into this format, thanks to the Huang Zero group that started this explosion, and Huang Zero, who posted it up first. This deck has been absolutely insane. Left field coming in super clutch. It's literally the best, or one of the best decks in this format. Here's my version of the deck, and let's get started, guys. So, we are going to be starting off with our eggs, rookies. We're going to go up the ladder. That's how I like to do things, guys, and let's get into it. So, starting off with our eggs, we're running 4 eggs, running 4 Upamons. Upamon is absolutely cracked. It just lets you draw if you have 3 or less security, which is most of the time, especially with this deck. So, definitely want to have this egg as consistently as possible. You barely run the yellows. The yellows kind of, the yellow babies, you know, the rookies, you kind of discard most of the time. You barely evolve into them, or you just have them saved like a Salamon or something. So you just want the 4. You don't want Cherubimon, because later in the game Cherubimon is not great. So we're running that ratio. So let's get started, guys. We're gonna start off with 1 Lucemon at 1. It is absolutely perfect. You don't want to see it more or less. It's just there for the recovery off the Cherubi. And if you can play it, you have the 10 and trash, which with purple is absolutely easy. So Lucemon at 1, running 2 Cutemons. You definitely gotta love these floodgates. Opponent can't reduce the evolution cost with red, green, with yellow. With a lot of decks, this is just gonna halt them. With any deck in the format, really, especially blue when they go into their 5s and such. You definitely would just want to halt their opponent easily with that stall that they get, with that easily momentum that they get with reducing their cost with their tamers and hybrids. So Cubemon at 2. If you were to side in, definitely try to find room for specific heavy reduction like green for matchups. You definitely want 4 Cubemon, so you could definitely side deck the 2. Maybe some memory chokers in like Gazis and such when it comes to that. Next, Bushi Agumon. That's another one you can side in an extra one of. I'm running it at 3 just because of how aggressive it is with that rush. If you definitely just have the 5 memory, you can just play it and swing. Cherubi, with all those tamers, you summon all 3, baby. You go in 1, 2, 3 swings. Your opponent won't know what to do with those instant attacks. So Bushi at 3 is absolutely cracked. I can't wait to get the Altar, guys. I definitely love that Altar. We're gonna get that Altar. We're running Salamon. Yes, Altart. Absolutely adorable. We're running 3 of the Recovery 1 Salamons. You probably just want to hold on to it in the back to when you get a chance. Bring it out for that instant recovery. You want to play these smart when it comes to that. Bushis, you definitely just want to discard, but Salamons you want to hold in case of desperate situations in the back. You bring out and swing out. Definitely Salamon at 3 just to have a consistent ratio with the rookies, guys. Next are white rookies. I'm running 1 Nemon and 4 Boko. I think Nemon is really good. It can be a bait in a lot of situations, but honestly, and we only do run 4 of 1 tamer with inherited, but the fact that if you have it on board and you can consistently just bring back a tamer if you swing out your Remon or your level 4 with retaliation and just bring back the tamer easily, or Remon bring back a tamer and then Nemon stacks bring another tamer back. The tamer that you bring back does not have to have an inherited source, so it is absolutely insane just to double up on tamers. I might run a 2-2 split, honestly, so I'll side deck another Nemon. Boko's just way too cracked in the sense of just gaining the memory when you go into your hybrids, that first opening turn. But honestly, Nemon provides a lot of facilitation with the tamers that you want to have on the board. So Nemon at 1. Boko, what can I say about Boko? Boko's absolutely cracked. One of the most broken commons I've ever seen in my life. Just the gain 2 when you digivolve on a tamer. And then the search just provides the just so much consistency with the search, guys. And that is our level 3 stack. Let's get into our level 4s. It's a pretty basic 4-4 split. we're running the 4 Kaiser Leomon, provides retaliation, especially so it's until the end of the next turn, so you can go into Remon, just swing the Remon into something big, delete it, bring back 1-2 tamers, I mean 1 tamer, 2 if you have the Nemon. So it's just absolutely insane. Definitely gotta love Kaiser Leomon, providing so many good plays. And then for Lauimon, just the basic, you know, kind of plain vanilla hybrid, but honestly, it's just still cracked to have these 4/4 split for your level 4s, and it's absolutely insane, guys. Next, I really love that Kaiser Leomon. All right, on to our level 5s. I have obviously the 4 Rihimon. On deletion is just play back a tamer. Usually you want to go for the Koichi and just draw, discard, you know, or yeah, draw and discard. And then just go from some major plays like that. If you have Koichi on there, you gain a memory too. And if you have the analog boys, you gain more memory. It's absolutely insane. If you kill it off with an option card and you do Mimi shenanigans too, and it just keeps going from there, a lot of valuable plays. It's just you got to be smart with it. If you want to go Cherubi, if you want to swing it out, you got to make sure you have your pieces for next turn, you know. So you got to be very aware of that when you go for your Remon plays. So absolutely insane. And then my 5th level 5 is Neo Devimon, just to stall out and control my opponent from just flooding me with tamers. It's just like kind of a floodgate option I have there. I saw the boy Nobu ran the level 5 gain retaliation blocker if you discard a card, which is absolutely insane too, but I just love the floodgate of Neo Devi. It's absolutely insane, so that's why we're running Neo Devi. Next, our megas is a pretty standard option. Running 3 Cherubi. Cherubi is absolutely insane on deletion and when digivolving. When digivolving is just you play a tamer from your hand and you just destroy your opponent's board, basically anything level 4 or lower. So a lot of those hybrids go bye-bye. It's absolutely insane. And on deletion, you just summon a bunch of level 3s. So what more can you say about Cherubi? And they all have their on-play effects, by the way, guys. So with those on-play effects, you just do Bokos, you just do Nemons, you just do everything. So definitely gotta love the boy Cherubi. And Mastamon at 1, you gotta love the boy Ying. Ying absolutely insane with the Mastamon plays this weekend. I saw someone at our locals, Tuesday webcam locals, guys, play the Mastamon, and that just had the gears turning. Shout out to that player. Absolutely cracked tech with this deck. So gotta love that, absolutely. Mastamon also brings back one of your rookies, guys. You can go with either definitely want to go with Bushi. So Mastamon has been super good and consistent with this deck. Next up, we're going to go with our tamers. We got the 2 analog views. Analog helps a lot with the discarding process of the deck to make sure you have stuff in trash, and you get to pick out your Digimon from there, any pieces that you may need. You definitely run the mats to fish out anything you fished out. But honestly, by the way, best alt art in the game. But analog youth at 2 is fine. You can run it at 3 if you want to see a little bit more about it. But it's very rarely that you just want to just trash. Honestly, at 3 it wouldn't be bad. But at 2 has been seeing a lot of success. Next, I'm running a 2-2 split. I'm running 2 Mimi and 2 Kairi. You know, I don't want any more one over the other. I kind of want both kind of the same, so I kind of just run the 2-2 split. You know, especially with a lot of stuff with shenanigans of when your opponent attacks into your security, and then the blindings. And then honestly, these 2 with blinding ray, it is absolutely cracked. You just gain a lot of memory with those blindings, so you know. Definitely Kairi Mimi I want to run a 2-2 split of. Next, I'm running 3 mats. Mats is just super consistent off the Remons when you could just bring them back. Oh, you could bring back your pieces definitely with the mat that you may need off of that deletion, and then just going from there. Especially if you have Nemon, also you just kind of double up. So yeah, Matt at 3 just helps a lot with consistency. After dishing with analog or anything else, you kind of want to get your pieces back, and the Remon deletion helps facilitate a lot of that. And then Matt in trash is never useless, so Matt at 3, you really want to see it. And then for the boy Koichi, well, it's just, yeah, draw one, trash one. When this gets played, off of that, it's just draw one, trash one. Helps you facilitate your trash, what kind of pieces you want there for the Cherubis, for the Remons, and then on deletion, gain a memory as an inheritable is absolutely cracked, especially when you combine it off with analog or anything else. It kind of leaves your opponent in a weird state sometimes if they want to attack it and pass a turn. So that's a big thing too. It kind of adds a little pressure to your opponent's plays. So Koichi, definitely love it at 4. You have to have it at 4 when it comes to just that cycling of your effects. So Koichi at 4, the best option. Next, guys, our options. I'm running a 2-1 split with Deathclaw and Calling from the Darkness. I kind of see myself wanting to get rid of my opponent's board more than adding stuff to my hand. I already have like Mad and other cards for that. So Deathclaw at 2 just because I want to aggress my opponent's board state. And then Calling from the Darkness just because I could just play it for 1, add 2 cards in hand. I don't need to delete a Digimon if I don't have one, and I could just add the 2 cards to hand, which absolutely makes my life a whole lot easier when just passing turns and starving my opponent. So I'm running that 2-1 split. Next, one of the best cards in this format right now, Schwartz. So next up, guys, we have Schwartz Lizards. Something like that, guys. It's a very hard card to pronounce, haven't worked on it, but this card is absolutely insane. Just you have infinite tamers, you just pop infinite things. I'm running it at 2. I do have the Death Claws, which I really like for deletion as well. I don't want to run it at 4 because I don't want to waste too much memory to pop stuff, and I definitely want to pop my own things sometimes. So I'm running it at 2 just to see it in security a lot of times, just for emergency situations that I may need to play it, but it is there, it is aggressive, and it is amazing. And the last 2 cards is Blinding Ray. Blinding Ray with a lot of the tamers do insane things. You definitely need a lot of memory in this deck sometimes, like that extra 1 memory to get you through your plays, to get into stay your turn Cherubi. Mastamon, you kind of have the Kyrie to help you out stay in your turn, but Cherubi, if you don't want to pass turn and you kind of want to keep it to your turn and maybe do the on deletion in your turn, so you could just get to memory, go to from 3 to 5. Swing with Cherubi does not die. Well, guess what? That is fine. I'm gonna go Deathclaw or Calling from the Darkness. You know, go to 1. Yeah, go to Cherubi, go to 1. That, go to 0, and then bring out your Bushis. Or if you have the Mimi, you tap it. If you go straight to 4, boom, make these free. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of thinking with this deck, which is why I love it. I love decks that actually just have a high thought process, and this is definitely one of the decks next to Lilith Loop that is going to really just push you to some insane plays, high risk, high reward kind of situations. And that's why yellow based Cherubi has been absolutely insane, guys. This is my version of the deck. There's many versions, but this is the version that's just been working perfectly for me. You know, shout out to the boys at the Huang Zero Discord who came up with this absolute gas, and then shout out to Huang for bringing this out to light. Absolutely love this deck, guys. And again, thank you for watching, guys, and remember to check us out. We have a lot of events coming up. Stay topping.